I'm here at MWC Barcelona and I'm delighted to be joined by CTIO of Orange, Bruno Zerbib. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Very happy to be here with you today.
You've recently said you believe Orange's future is collaborative and iterative, not generational. Could you please tell us what you mean by that?
So, if you've been following the telecommunication industry for many years, you've heard about 3G, 4G, 5G. And then you compare that, you contrast that with the world of technology where you have continuous innovation, where you can expect everything, maybe not something major to come out every week or every month or every year, but you're going to have a continuous delivery of new capabilities. And I think that's the right paradigm for us. And so we've been very much emphasizing the generational paradigm where we're saying there's going to be this big thing in 1, 2, 3 years. You're going to get many, many more capabilities. But I think really what our customers are expecting from us, it's a delivery of new capabilities addressing new emerging use cases that they can really relate to.
And what do you think should be expected of this transformation?
I think what you can expect is as we are really moving from an old paradigm that was pretty much defined by the hardware requirements and the fact that you have those forklift upgrades that were very significant and were becoming more and more kind of a cloud-first software infrastructure. You can expect ongoing, releases of new capabilities, a stream of innovation that might be things like not moving from 5G to 6G and 7G, but saying, forget about the Gs. Really, what's going to matter is that, hey, we're going to make sure that this video game that you love, when you're on the go and you want to have great, predictable quality of service, with low latency, we'll just release that feature for you. And then you want this kind of additional cybersecurity capability, we have that for you. You want to have more intelligence on your network, you want to have translation services directly done natively, those things will happen. And they will not come out with a big bang as tied to a generational paradigm, but they will be delivered progressively, continuously.
And what is Orange doing to open up its networks, and what does it mean for you as a telco? So
we have embraced the notion of, obviously, open APIs. There's this very important initiative called the Open Gateway under the leadership of the GSMA, where we are all standardizing our functionality around APIs that are defined by the camera standard. That's the Linux Foundation, which I think is great. It's a tie between the world of telecommunication and the world of open source. And we are exposing those capabilities the same way you have them exposed with the hyperscalers to thousands of developers. So what you can expect is a big paradigm shift where in the past people were developing their applications. We call them over-the-top applications, regardless of what kind of infrastructure they had access to. Like think about Netflix, doesn't matter what kind of underlying infrastructure you have. Now we're telling the world of application development, you can control our network. You can have access to intelligent functionality, so have fun doing that. And we're going to make it super easy for you guys to develop on top of our API. So essentially, we're becoming a platform. It's really the evolution of telecommunication world as we know it. It's like a connectivity play to becoming much more of an intelligent platforming play.
Sounds like a very exciting future ahead.
I think so.
Thank you very much for your insights today.
Thank you very much for having me.